Now this, and understand, I play with high voltage lightning, thunder, and explosions for a living. This is the most dangerous 10 minutes of my week. I'm going to set a timer so that we're safe. Alright, at this moment, you have me, well, they're not showing it up here this week, but you have me on that camera, and as you walk through the building, you notice there's cameras everywhere. There's 180 plus cameras, it's over 200 by now, throughout the building. All of them feed the internet all the time. And anybody who wants to can tune in and watch our main channel. It's totally free, we don't limit it. So anybody on Earth with an internet connection can be tuned into that camera right now and see and hear everything I say. There's no tape delay at all. It takes about 20 seconds with buffering from when I say it to when some dude in Adelaide, Australia hears it. I'm also on this microphone right here. And not only can they see and hear me, they can hear you. They can't really see you that well except you guys right over here. So you're safe. I'm also on a YouTube camera over here. This will go out to YouTube late tonight and it'll go public. Unedited. I'm not just the high voltage guy here, and I don't just put tape on cars. I'm actually the president and founder of the Geek Group National Science Institute. This is my company. And every week I get to teach the world a very powerful lesson. And yesterday, anybody who was near a television understands why. Logic, reason, and critical thinking are foundational to what we do. Go away. And one of the most important things I teach people is that it's important that you are able to ask questions and demand evidence of people in positions of power and authority. So it starts with me. I'm the president of the National Science Institute. I have no control over who any of you are. You could be anyone. You could be billionaire philanthropists or West Side Factory rats or anything in between. And all of you have the same exact power at this moment. You have me, the president of a National Science Institute, on live television, in front of an audience that is uncurated. We don't control who comes in. I have no notes, I have no way to prepare, I have no net. And everything I say will be picked apart by thousands of people on the internet who all have an axe to grind. And you now get to ask me absolutely anything you want. There are no rules to this. You can ask about the Geek Group, you can ask about science. I've even gotten boxers or briefs. You can ask anything you want. And I do this every week so that you have a week to think about it, or a year, and you can come back with the meanest, nastiest, evil question you can think of. And you'll be able to ask it to me right here on live television and on YouTube, which is a terrifyingly long memory. The reason we do this is because grandpa concepts like critical thinking and reason and logic actually work. And if I can get you to learn that you can do it with me, I can get you to do it with other people, and this matters a great deal to me because someday she's going to vote. And I would like her to do better than we've done. So what do you want to know? And now you understand why this is the most dangerous 10 minutes of my week. Go.
What was your goal when you started all of this?
I just wanted to blow stuff up and meet girls. Alright, you gotta think about it, okay? Mid-90s, Grand Valley. Physics guy. Which is way of saying, I don't care about girls, I'm just gonna do science, because that is the life of a physics guy. I'm also a drummer. If you've ever played in a band, okay, what do? Lead vocals, guitar. He gets the girls. I'm the guy in the back, behind the wall of stuff. I don't like people. Just hide. I put tape on cars. Hide me in the back of the pool. Okay? So we don't get the girl. But I learned, accidentally, me and a bunch of my weirdo science friends practiced the ultimate nerd sport of dumpster diving. Universities throw cool stuff away. We got a bunch of old bikes. We got half a parachute. They had to cut it in half for OSHA. And we got some old seats, and we welded it all together and we made a go-kart. Big triangle-shaped go-kart with bicycle wheels on the ends. You had to steer it with a piece of rope because we were too stupid to figure out that if you put the steering wheel way up front, you put the seat in the middle, you can't reach it. Okay? So, piece of rope. rock climbing harness, half a parachute sewed into a big cone that looked like half of Madonna's bra. This giant cone. You throw that at, you got a climbing harness that all these strings go to, and you go flying across the parking lot at Grand Valley. I'm the first person to ever get a speeding ticket at Grand Valley in a wind-powered vehicle. Yeah, no brakes, steering with a rope. The only way we could stop is to run into the hedges off the end of G-Lot. That was our summer. But every time we take this thing out, we get a huge crowd of people. Half of them wanted to see me kill myself. The other half were like, it's going to be cool, man. I got to meet girls that way. I got to find a way to do science and engineering and impress girls. That is a difficult needle to thread. And if you figure that out, if you figure out that, oh hey, I like physics. High voltage is physics. I can make lightning's cool, and I like blowing stuff up. That's fun, and this impresses people. Okay? Did you see the look on her face when she hit that button? Okay, she wants me. And if you can do that, if you can wow and shock and awe girls, man, you're like, this is the best thing ever, because I don't have muscles. I don't have a body that looks like that. And I'm not the fastest or the strongest, and I've got no ups at all, man. But I'm smart, and I can figure things out, and I know how to do stuff, and it turns out smart's sexy. It's been enough to keep me going for 20 years. And now I got this cool thing where we're doing it at this scale, and I found a better rush than that. I found something better than, being the nerd kid that finally gets the girl. I found something that beats that. That look on your face when you come in here like, damn, I can build something. That's cool. That's my drug. That eureka moment. When you come in here and figure something out. Because that's, try this. Everybody right now, think of any large-scale problem in the world. Anyone! Okay? I'm talking like war, famine, pestilence, Trump, any big, giant problem in the world, okay? Now, I don't know what you've picked in your head, but I know what the cause and the solution to that problem is. I can fix every problem in the world, and I figured out how to do it. You want to know how? Here's the cause. Stupid people make bad decisions, and actions have consequences. That's how you get every major problem in the world. Stupid people make bad decisions and actions have consequences. Okay? And that covers everything from like AIDS to economic unrest. All of it. So here's how you fix it. Smart people make good decisions, solve problems, and those actions have consequences. So I can't invent the AIDS vaccine. I can't cure cancer. I can't stop famine. But what I can do is create an environment where all of you are free to come and make mistakes and learn and experiment and set things on fire and do whatever you have to do to figure out your thing. I can give you all of the infrastructure so that at this moment, the only thing between you right there and you owning $1 million a month company is the dumbass excuses you keep telling yourself. Because now you have the space, you have all the tools, you have all the infrastructure, you have all the training, there are no excuses. And it's $5 a week. We're talking Taco Bell levels of national funding, okay? Just $5 a week to be a member here. That's it. It's cheaper than cable. By a lot. So that's how we fix it. I can't fix it, but I can create the environment to create lots of people who will go out and fix their problem. I don't care what you do, I care that you do. That's what matters. I need to get you to understand that the dude who invented the cell phone was not a god, and that you can do that. You can invent the next cell phone. And I don't care if you invent the next cell phone or the next aglet. Okay, be the guy that invents the next aglet. You know what an aglet is? Every one of you has one. How many people know what an aglet is? Okay, there's like 5 of you. Cool. Okay, it's the little thing on the end of your, on the end of a shoelace. It's a little plastic thing. You know how many of those they sell? I want to be the dude that gets 1/10 of a penny for every one of those they sell. I'm there. Okay? Be the guy that sliced bread? Nah, sliced bread is bullshit. Be the dude with the Wonder Bread printing contract. That's the best job in the world. 6th largest industry on earth is printing. Okay? How'd you like to be the guy whose only job is to print the wrappers for Wonder Bread because you're making something that people throw away every other day? That's great. The world needs more of it. Everybody needs bread. Be the guy that prints the wrappers. It's that easy. Just have something. Because otherwise you're going to do exactly what you did this morning. And that was get up, eat breakfast, and sit down in front of a screen and watch other people doing cool shit that you're not doing today. Be the dude on the screen. That's my job. You can do this. Any other questions? You got something. What do you want to know?
Is this on YouTube unedited?
Huh? Yeah, this goes out. This is going straight out.
Do you look to the camera and tell Shayna that her son says hello?
Are you going to make me do a hi, Mom? Really? I got 14 million viewers, and you're going to make me do a hi, Mom on the blog. Hi, Mom. Okay. He's a good kid, and I like him, and you just got a month free membership. Okay. For a really sappy, dumb reason that you will never truly understand and not really get for many years, I hope. But hi, Mom. Any other questions? God, my job. Go.
Is this the only location?
No, we have chapters all over the world. Like, you can go to a Geek Group chapter in Western Australia, and in Boston, and Seattle, and all over, and we're adding more. Our business model for chapters and satellite chapters is exactly like, we stole it, because that's how the best inventions work, okay? Almost nobody invents, like watch this, who invented the steam engine? Anybody gets this right, I'll give you 20 bucks right now. Who invented the steam engine? $20 bill! Who invented the damn steam engine? Really? Not one of you? This is why we need to do this, okay? Most people, if you say who invented the steam engine, will say James Watt. And he did. It's who we named the Watt after. The problem is, he's the 6th person to invent the steam engine. Okay. James Watt was actually a janitor in a Scottish boys' school. He's a janitor. He was like our Batman, okay? And they had this Newcomen engine, who was the guy who invented it before James Watt, sitting on a shelf. They had a little model one, okay? They used it for mining, pumping water on mines. And it was cantankerous, would be a good way to describe their little model engine, which the real ones were as well. So Mr. Watt dicked with it, took it apart, fix that. He put it all back together, had a pile of real important looking stuff left over, and it worked better than it did before. So his is the engine that we know. Harrow invented the steam engine the first time, about several thousand years before Watt was ever born. But in that tradition, we stole it from the Girl Scouts because they're doing it right. And they've been doing it forever. And I love the Girl Scouts because they're awesome. So the entire chapter satellite thing, because that's exactly what they do. We just copy, paste, change the names, that's what we do. And as far as chapter development and stuff like that. And which is cool because we work with the Girl Scouts a lot, and the Boy Scouts, and the Cub Scouts, and church groups, and youth groups, and anybody else who will bring a group of people in the door. In fact, if any of you, here's something. If any of you are a member of a group that is in any way nerdy or educational, if you have a group of people that get together and want to learn about knitting, like just do a weekly stitch and bitch, or if you have dudes who want to make model rockets, it's a real thing. I learned this. And if you have a book club or a reading club or anything like that, a chess club, okay? Later on today, this room will be filled with people playing video games. You can bring your group here and meet here and use our space, and it's free. Really. I don't want your money, I want your time. I want you here because I want you to get exposed to all the other stuff and be like, oh hey, I can learn how to weld. You can learn how to weld. It pays well. Next question. You have a minute 43.
Is this government funded in any
No,
way?
not yet. That's about to change. We got our SAMs and DUNS numbers, and we are now doing contract work for DoD and other things. Because people hear DoD and they're like, oh, those are the guys that can like make nuclear missiles. They also invented the internet and funded that, and are the largest creators of prosthetic limbs. And they do huge, those really cool robots you see for like Boston Dynamics with the dog and stuff. Yeah, DoD funding did that. So we got in line. We've been invited to the White House twice in the past week, and which is kind of cool. And go.
Do you partner with any companies?
We'll partner with any company it wants.
So like job?
Yes. Like if you have a company and you need smart people, we tend to collect them. Guys like him, he needs a job. Okay, really, right now. And all those companies are our partners. There's a lot of names up there you know. They call you all the time. They frequently show up and steal staff members from us. Which is why we always have internships open. If you want an internship, if you want to come here and help out, you may tape on cars, you may push a broom, you may paint a wall, but you'll be doing something new. Any other questions? Be quick. You got 27 seconds. That it? You guys are quiet. You're freaking me out. All right, I got a little poll I want to find out. I have a question for you. How many people in this room know what Brown versus Board of Education is? I got 6 people and only one of them is black. That bothers me. Okay. This is what I'm fighting. What you just saw right there. There's 6 people know what Brown versus Board of Education is, and only one of them is black. In 1954, which was not that long ago, it took the National Guard and kids being hit in the head with bricks so that we could end segregation in public schools. Just so that this one awesome little black girl could go to school. That's all she wanted to do. That was 1954. National Guard hit in the head with bricks to go to school. Today, and not in Alabama or Mississippi, which is like the best state ever when you need an example for something. In my backyard at Union High School, right here, the graduation rate approaches 50%. 50%. If you're a freshman this year at Union, you have a 50% chance of graduating. It's that bad. That's where we are. We went from hit in the head with bricks and we'll use the National Guard so that you can go to school to I don't give a shit is the national motto of education. That's what I find. That's why we're here. That's why I work very hard every week to get as many of you people as I can to get off your butt and come here and take a tour and get amazed so that you will do awesome things like bring your kids so that you can build robots. You want to build giant robots? Blow things up? Yes, okay, see, I'm with you. I want you to come here and do ridiculous things. I want you to come here and play with a fire truck just because you can. We have a fire truck, it's in the back. We're going to blast her across the parking lot, but later will be fun. But I want you all right now to go over there and harass him. He's in charge of member services, and I want you all to just bum rush him and say, I want to be a member, I want to get in, and you just got a month free because your mom. Okay, your mom said so. So thank you, everyone.